What a great way to start a Monday, a ribbon cutting ceremony for a new Veterans Center. So we would like to start the ceremony with Anastasia singing the national anthem, so I ask that you all please stand. Unfortunately, our ROTC program was unable to make it today. So I'd next like to invite to the podium President Gentili.
Well, I want to add my, that was just outstanding. Beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, and a wonderful way for us to start this glorious event today. I want to point out that we have a number of folks who have joined us, and I want to thank them for taking time out of their day to come here to be with us at this auspicious occasion and to be in such support of our student veterans. Secretary Francisco Urena, right here. You have been a wonderful supporter of our veterans for many years, and we are very grateful for that strong support that you show us, and grateful that you're here today. We'll be calling you up to say a few words by the way. And of course, we have Lynn Mayor, Tom McGee here. Also joining us is Senator Brendan Creighton and his son. And by the way, he stood at attention with his hand over his heart. So you've got him well trained already. Good job. We have State Representative Jerry Paracella here. We're also joined by State Representative Tom Walsh. I saw him and of course, we have a representative from Representative Lori Ehrlich's office as well, Nick Golden. We love our city council members as well, and we have another city council member here today who always provides strong support to North Shore Community College, and that is Buzzy Barton. I sure hope I didn't leave anybody out. And we love our elected officials because of their strong support at the state level as well as at the local level. And a lot of our partnerships here here in the city of Lynn wouldn't happen without that strong support. So we want to thank you again for coming and for sharing your time. I also want to thank the foundation, the college's foundation board of directors who are here with us today also. So those, could you please stand? We have a number of them, and so we can acknowledge all your hard work. Actually, Paula and Binkley Shorts, who are the wonderful couple who helped underwrite the renovation of our Veterans Center here, and also did the same years ago up at our Danvers campus, were members of our foundation for many years. And it's this kind of generosity that really helps to support our students in ways that we might not be able to do otherwise. So I want to always thank our foundation directors for their generosity, for their help and support, and they truly make a difference here at North Shore Community College. I am so glad that this is open. Years ago, as it was my first year here, as I was walking down the hallway, one of the veterans came up to me and said, "You know, President, we love our Veterans Center up at Danvers, but many of our vets who come here to the Lynn campus simply can't get up to the Danvers campus. And so they miss out on the camaraderie and the support that's available." And I know that Christine did an awful lot of work of being flexible down here. But having a place and a space for our veterans to gather and to support each other is really important. So it went on our list of priorities of things to do. Now at the time, the old building here was pretty much, there was pretty much no space to put anybody else anywhere. We were pretty loaded. And so we had to wait for our beautiful extension to be built. We're very grateful for that too. But once it was built, then we could move people over, which we did last summer, and then begin on what we call the backfill of the McGee building, the renovations here. And so just sort of like a kind of moving the shelves around, what used to be in our Veterans Center was our tutoring center. And so we renovated a space down the hall, the other end, an expanded space because tutoring is very important here. Once that was completed and we moved them over the holidays between the fall and the spring semester, then we started working on our Veterans Center. And I am just so pleased that at this point it's open. I know that I walked in there last week and there were already some veterans in there taking advantage of it. So I was glad to see that they weren't waiting for us to cut a ribbon to go in and take advantage of the space. We have a lot of other plans here that I think will be very helpful to our students. Also on this floor, up the corridor a little bit, we opened last fall a health, let me get it right, multi-purpose health career training center. And that's our first attempt to bring health sciences here to the Lynn campus. All the other programs have been up at our Danvers campus. Again, making this campus stronger. Downstairs, sort of right under my feet here, we have the renovation of our bookstore. And when it opens, that area will be greatly expanded, not only for our students, but for the public and the community of the city of Lynn. We'll have a children's center in there, so I don't know where he went, but you could go down, there he is back there, and get a nice book. We also will have non-textbook books there for the community, and we hope it will become a learning space, not only for our students, but for the community here at Lynn. We've broken ground already outside on the north side of our building for a wonderful greenhouse, and we're doing a community partnership project with the Lynn Food Project folks to grow healthy food. And that will be an academic program with our horticultural program, with our culinary arts program, and many of our sciences program. So when that's open, I want you to all come back at the end of the summer and see this new greenhouse, which eventually will be tied to our new environmental horticulture lab on the first floor as well. We have other plans as well. Hopefully the state will be generous with support. Where is that, Senator? so that we can redo our engineering lab here and bring in up-to-date technology. We're hoping also to replace the temporary modular building that sits outside that was only supposed to be temporary 15 years ago for an early childhood learning center. So we have a lot of plans here, including some new, hopefully, construction to bring our labs, our science labs up to date, new labs, and to bring our culinary arts program, cosmetology program down here in Lynn, where it belongs. So this is the beginning of many changes and investment and focus on our Lynn campus. And I'll be happy to take this journey with you. I'm very pleased at the support that we received and know that this will be one hopping place. So thank you for coming. Christine?
Thank you, President Gentili. I'd like to call to the podium Secretary Urena, please.
Thank you, Christine, and good morning to each and every one of you all. Madam President, thank you for not only your strong leadership here at North Shore Community College, but associating yourself with great folks like Christine Babcock, a veteran, a leader of the veterans, committed and focused on giving and opening opportunities. To Mayor and Senator McGee, I was going to picture that the Senator part make that transition, but Mayor McGee, thank you for continuing to lead here in the great city of Lynn. You have a tremendous veteran service officer, one that partners with so many folks, Mike Sweeney. We also have Karen Tyler, John Azar, and Kim Emmerling. Thank you to these gentlemen and ladies who are focused in each and every city and town. That is our strength as veteran service officers and the opportunity that we provide that is very unique here to our great Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And so I'm so proud to be here this morning among student veterans, among community, partner, public, and nonprofits, and folks of the public side and the private sector, in sense of putting a focus on community. And I think that's what we're celebrating here. And as the title of North Shore Community College focuses, you know, each and every day, it is not just for groundbreakings or ribbon cuttings that members of who are sitting amongst us find themselves within the halls of this institution and the sister campus in Danvers. It is that opportunity that continues to be fostered here to give veterans a sense of veteran success. You know, I'm a product of community colleges. When I came home from the Marines, I thought I had a plan to go to an out-of-state institution outside of Massachusetts, because that was my plan when I was formulating it and as I was transitioning in California. And I found myself at a sister school over in Lawrence, the sense of and I found myself with the same relationships that I see many of the current student veterans here in North Shore. And my experience was one that was tremendous. And I see that same sense of veterans who are seeing that each and every day. And the opportunities to be had here, the sense of caring and the sense of just fostering to ensure that our veterans maximize their benefits, but maximize their experience, and then go off to and make great things, whether it's a certificate program, whether it's just a class, whether it's just that platform to make and to go into bigger and better places. They're doing that. Bigger anyway, but sometimes the aspect of better is yet to be defined. But as we know, in all 29 public institutions here in Massachusetts, we know that the cost of real estate is very expensive. And it is the same aspect in private institutions. But we're very proud that every institution in Massachusetts has a student center for veterans, so that they can put that sense of focus and community, but also sense of focus. And I welcome the members of the private sector to use this place as a place of recruitment for student veterans who are transitioning throughout, a place where you can put a job hiring post or in a sense of drop-in and join the coffee hours that are held here, because that is, again, that fostering of opportunity. I thank you all for being here. I really wish the very best to North Shore Community College and to every success of every student that transitions here and those that continue to come back to make North Shore and the lives of our veterans that much better. Once again, President Gentile, thank you for keeping our veterans in mind, keeping them in your priorities, and giving veterans an opportunity for success, not only in North Shore and Lynn and Danvers, but throughout this great Commonwealth. Thank you so very much, and God bless.
Thank you, Secretary Urena. Next, I'd like to invite Mayor McGee to the podium.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Secretary, for being here. My colleagues in the legislature, who I know advocate strongly for our veterans and their families and their opportunities. I'd just like to thank President Gentile, Steve Vasse, President of the Foundation. Steve, thank you. Tom Hardy, who's the club president for veterans, Veterans Club president, and Christine Babcock, who's the Veterans Resource Officer here at Community College. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Mike Sweeney, and I know we were talking a little bit earlier about how we can work closely with the school, and Mike, I know, really advocates strongly in the city of Lynn, but just as importantly in the surrounding communities to ensure that the services that are here for the students, as well as those who want to be students, understand the opportunities that are here for veterans at North Shore Community College. It's exciting what's happening here, and it's exciting to see the Veterans Center open here in Lynn. Connecting with returning veterans has been such a great tradition since the original GI Bill was signed during World War II, and it led to really many of us parents who had an opportunity to go to college and make a better life and make sure that their children had a better life, that all those veterans had that opportunity. And the post 9/11 GI Bill, again, reflects that opportunity for those that have stepped up to serve our country, put their lives on the line, and are willing to do that post 9/11. So it's an important opportunity. So I just want to make sure that we in the city, and that you know that, and I'm sure you do, are here as partners, as not only as you open this Veterans Center, but more importantly that we work together to ensure that veterans that may not understand what's available under the post 9/11 GI Bill, that the opportunity is real, that it starts at the community college, I think, as you said, Secretary, and more importantly, that once they get in here, that the resources are available to make sure that whatever challenges they face as veterans, they can work together to find those solutions. And with having these Veterans Centers at both campuses, veterans have an outlet to get together, talk about how they can excel and move forward together and ensure that they are going to have a better life for themselves and their children. So I'm excited to be here this morning to see this opening of the Veterans Center and commit with Mike Sweeney as the City of Lynn that we will be strong partners to ensure that we work with you to make sure that every veteran has an opportunity to get an education that they deserve. So thank you very much for all the work you're all doing.
Thank you, Mayor McGee. Next, I'd like to call on the podium Stephen Vesey, the president of NSCC Foundation.
Good morning. We seem to be here a lot lately, and the reason I've been here a lot is because of this woman standing to my right, the president of North Shore Community College. The leadership and the vision that Pat has demonstrated is just tremendous. We're so lucky to have her part of our team and leading our team, and just thank you, Pat. I'd like to thank everybody for being here today. Such a wonderful occasion. On behalf of the North Shore Community College Foundation, I want to congratulate our veteran students for your accomplishments. By pursuing your college education, you're creating a new and exciting future. And first of all, could all the veterans just step forward for a moment? Because this is something that we need to do every day, and I think a lot of us will do. A most heartfelt thanks for your service to our country. All right. Thank you very much. We as foundation members are honored to stand here and watch you continue to fulfill your dreams. It's a wonderful journey. North Shore Community College Foundation is honored to partner with the college to secure the funding to renovate the space into the welcoming center for the veteran students, their families, and community. And as I was sitting here, because I'm an accountant, so I don't know any of this stuff, but it's amazing how the old building just flows into the new building without any steps. I mean, I can't even dig a hole in my backyard to a property. So this is a tip of the hat to the engineers. As President Gentile mentioned earlier, this wouldn't have happened without the generosity of Binkley and Paula Shorts. They are long-term supporters of North Shore Community College. And as a veteran himself, Binkley has a special affinity for the veterans, whereas he took it upon himself to donate a lot of the money for the Veterans Center that currently exists in Danvers. And he saw the need for here, and he did what Binkley does, and he helped fund the renovation of this space here. Basically, it doesn't have his name on it, but this is really the Binkley Shorts Veterans Center. So thank you, Binkley, for everything you've done. In addition, going forward, Binkley and Paula have established new scholarships, specifically for veteran students. And last week, 5 $1,000 scholarships were given to veteran students here at North Shore Community College. So once again, thank you, Binkley and Paula, for the scholarships. So to our veterans, once again, thank you for your service. To the Shorts, thank you for funding this noble cause. Thank you to our donors, our corporate partners, local legislatures, our community leaders. Thank you for helping create these truly life-changing events and experiences for all of us. And again, welcome to the Veterans Center.
Thank you, Steve. I'd like to call to the podium next the president of our Student Veterans Club, Thomas Hardy.
All right, so this will be my last semester over here at North Shore Community College before I transfer out and take the next step in my education. I'm extremely grateful for the Veterans Centers both at Danvers and here in Lynn because they've offered me endless support, and I honestly don't think I would have reached this point without them. A Veterans Center is about more than just a place to study or a place to go get your educational stuff taken care of. It's a place where veterans can come together and socialize, a place to go in between classes to just get away from the daily stresses of school. And for many of us, it acts as our home away from home. Transitioning to the civilian and student life from the military is by far no easy task. But student veterans have our own built-in support networks. While you and your fellow classmates or instructors may not always see eye to eye or understand each other, the Veterans Center is filled with people who share a common experience with you and will support you throughout your whole journey. Before I came here to North Shore, I was completely clueless as to what benefits I may have been eligible for. Nobody had ever told me I went without health care for years. My first day, sitting down with Christine, I was enrolled in VA healthcare, had all my education stuff taken care of. Both Christine and Anne-Marie go above and beyond every single day for all of our student veterans. They genuinely do care about each of us as individuals. The difference between a veteran's success and failure, in my opinion, is a healthy Veterans Center that advocates for its students in all matters and strives for each veteran's eventual success. The new center here in Lynn will make a world of a difference in hundreds of student veterans' lives. I just want to take a minute to thank the family that made this possible with their donation. You've truly made a difference.
Thank you, Thomas. That's the only problem about running the Veterans Center. Just as you get to know your student veterans, it's time for them to leave and move on to new things, kind of like the military, keep moving on. I'd like to invite up to the podium next Alyssa Bennett. She is our VA social worker from the VITAL program.
Just a couple words. I was reminiscing with Ray Parker. We were in his office in 2011. So we have transitioned through the school with you guys and through the transition of you building the center, and this has just been wonderful to see it all come to fruition. And we know that it's been necessary for plenty of time, but we also know the challenges of space. We run into it at the VA constantly. So we have been flexible with Christine and Ray of just finding places to meet, and the veterans have been working with us all along the way. So I know we are all relieved on our end that we now have a safe and secure place that we know that we can access all the time. This has just been an unbelievable partnership here at North Shore. We have grown throughout the years. We are offering support to veterans alongside Christine and her team to make sure that they're getting everything that they need. It's a one-stop shop when we're working together, and it just flows. It's such an easy relationship, and the veterans don't, have to really leave the center. They get everything that they need. We provide mental health services right here on campus, so veterans can stop in between classes and do not have to travel into the VA centers to get the services. So we are just so thrilled for this, and we thank you all for being flexible with us, the veterans. We hope to continue this partnership and continue to work together. So thank you.
Thank you, Elisa. We're going to do something that's not on the program. I'd like our junior ROTC program from Beverly High School is here, and we are going to have the Pledge of Allegiance. So if I can ask you all to stand, please.
Colors.
Ready? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carrie. Colors. Counter march. March. Forward. March.
Okay, everybody, that concludes our formal ceremony, but I'd like to invite the elected officials for the ribbon cutting. Please feel free to enjoy refreshments.
1, 2, 3.
All right.